I'm Lydia. I believe in collecting experiences instead of things here on this channel. Until now, I've tried all different forms of transport, accommodation and travel, some of which have even been documented here. My adventures so far have taken me to luxury cruises, remote Arctic places, fjord sailing, famous train stations and modest Airbnbs. But we're not going to leave anything out here. I say we, but sometimes it will be just me. I intend to travel sometimes with my partner Johnny and sometimes as a solo female traveller. Now, I thought I'd venture into van life territory. I think it's a great budget and accessible way to see the world. So for those of you that are new here, this may be a little bit of a change, a little bit of a shock. As you can see, I have a third little accomplice with me, and this is definitely what has impacted our thoughts about travel for a while, whilst we really think about a new route and a new direction that we're going to take. But you know, travel doesn't have to stop just because you have a dog. We rescued Zala and we just decided that we were still going to travel. It was just going to take a little bit of a different form. So there's still going to be all the different kinds of travel that we went on before, sporadically. For the most part, and for quite a while, we are going to set ourselves the goal of travelling around Europe in a van. The objective is to travel to all 44 countries in Europe. I have been to about half of them already. We do intend to go back to the ones that we have already been to. I think it will make for quite an adventure. And beyond that, we would even like to do road trip van life all around the United States of America and even Canada, maybe even the Pacific Coast Highway. I know that's a famous stretch for van lifers. And this is really the set out video to discuss my goals. I am currently in my apartment back home. As you can see outside, it's very industrial looking, but I actually like both. And this new journey of van life and travel and regular travel is definitely going to see us go on lots of different explorations and adventures and expeditions. Sometimes we're going to go to very, very remote places and look at things off the beaten track. We're going to try and do things a little bit budget orientated sometimes, but sometimes we might do the extreme polar opposite and we might go to luxury hotels, sort of best and worst rated type videos. But for quite a while, or at least until Zala is a little bit bigger, as she is a puppy, we want to get her used to life on the road, life travelling from a van, and we do really think it will be a really good budget way for us to see a lot of the world. I say budget, it's still obviously going to cost money. It's definitely more budget than going from hotel to hotel, you know, 5-star hotel to 5-star hotel. That is what we're going to have a go at. I'd like to document the whole journey here, my whole travel journey, and that will include, just to begin with, the getting of the van, buying a van. Not a long drawn out process of doing it up. I really want to just skip to the travel for you all that love the travel side of things. So to begin with, until we get ourselves on the road, it is really going to be a monthly upload, but then we will go to weekly and maybe even twice a week videos. What I'm thinking is the buying the van video, the build, how we've decorated it, and then we are going to document all our things along the way. It's definitely going to be more focused, I think, on the actual places that we go from our van, what we get up to, rather than some of the intricacies of actually living in the van. I know for myself what I actually find most interesting is the places that people go to in the van and how they manage to do it, how they manage to travel to all these places on a budget, how accessible places are, things like getting on ferries from one country to another where there isn't a land route, and even sometimes shipping the van to other continents. That's definitely elements that I intend to document to perhaps help others out that are thinking of doing van life themselves. But really it is a means to an end for myself that it is getting to travel. It's getting to see lots of different countries. You're taking your accommodation with you. You are the transport. And for the most part, it is a lot cheaper than general travel. And especially makes travelling with a dog easier. So I hope that's something that you're all going to enjoy. And for those of you that are more into the travel side of things that I set out to do on this channel, there's definitely going to be videos that are just travel orientated with no van life portions in it, and really just showing you where we are, what we got up to, and definitely some adventure type stuff. And we're gonna, like I said, have both extremes of that. There will be sometimes the remote camping on the beach in the van, using our cast iron crockery to light campfires aside of our van, and all that back to nature stuff. But then sometimes, you know, in the more city type places, because I am a girl that likes both, we will be exploring the cities, going to sort of luxury coffee shops or quaint little cosy coffee shops. There is really going to be a mixture for everyone here on this channel, depending on when we are in cities, sort of cosmopolitan cities, or when we are in remote rural areas, making ourselves a nice coffee in our mocha pot on our open fire. We like to have a little bit of both, I think, to unwind, because I'm actually a little bit of an introvert extrovert in that I can be amongst people and social, but I definitely have to have my unwind time in nature too. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, stick around, because in the coming months there is going to be the buying the van tour, and then we will be setting off. So like I said, to begin with, I'm going to aim for one video a month until we're on the road, and then it will definitely be more regular. So a lot has gone on since my last videos, in that we acquired this pup that we rescued in a snowstorm, and she would have died of pneumonia had we not taken her in. And now we've taken her in, we can't not keep her in our lives. She's so lovely. She is called Zala, as I just said, and that means little shadow, because she's my little shadow, as you can see, and is following me around, which is probably going to make for great entertainment in the van. And we've already started training her to go in her travel bag for occasions when she may have to come on the flights. I'm considering this video to be a little bit of a mood board and create a mood and a feel for what's to come, which is why I've been cutting away to all kinds of other little bits of B-roll that I could find that is like a visual video mood board. So if it looks like something you'd like to see, I'll see you all in the next video, which will hopefully be the We Bought a Van video in around a month's time. See you all later. Bye.